Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to be revisiting tinsel application in the hair as well as introducing feathers. If you remember, these were huge in the early 2000s. I know I had them and I am bringing them back. So if you go all the way back to episode 6, this is a little footage from that episode. It was almost a year ago, but I showed you how to do 3 different tinsel installation methods. One was this one where it's the beaded method. I also showed how to do the tie method right here. And then I also showed how to use one-sided tape for tape-in extensions and to apply it like this. So for this episode, I am going to show you the easiest way to get a lot of tinsel into your hair at one time. And it's really easy because you're doing it on yourself. So first, I'm going to go to my little tinsel rack that I made, which I do have a short showing you how I made it if you'd like to watch that. And now I'm going to get my micro beads and my tinsel laid out on my tray. Be careful when you separate it because it will go everywhere. So I like to hold down the other side after I've picked out my tinsel. And you can see I'm grabbing a lot. So this is such a great method if you want to put a ton of tinsel in at once instead of just like the tie method where you're getting one at a time. And it's so easy to do on yourself. That's the biggest thing. So we are going to put a bead onto our looper tool, and then we are going to put our tinsel through our looper tool just like that, and then pull that bead through so that we have it in the tinsel just like this. Now I'm going to tie the tinsel and make a little knot onto the bead. It can be a little difficult to grab all those tinsel pieces, but just take your time, don't rush, and it'll be easy, you'll get it. And then just tie that knot onto our bead and make sure it's really, really tight. Pull, pull, pull. Make any extras, you can just pull them out, but pull that knot really, really tight. And now we have that bead attached. I'm going to cut off the excess. And then we have just our bead with tinsel. Perfect. And now we can go. I'm going to make a couple more of these, doing the exact same thing. Grabbing my tinsel pieces, getting my looper tool with my bead, place that right into the looper tool, pull the tinsel through, and once again, pull the bead onto the tinsel. Super easy, right? I feel like anybody should be able to do this. It is so awesome. Such a great way. I wish I could remember where I saw this the first time. It was on like a TikTok video and I was like, that is brilliant. And so this has become one of my favorite ways to install it on myself. Pulling that knot super, super tight. And you're not going to break the tinsel by pulling hard on it. Just really make sure that knot is tight, because if it's not, it can come undone and then it kind of doesn't work out. So make sure that knot is super tight. And then we've got another one, and look at how easy it is to make all of these, and then you can just pop them right into the hair, which I'm going to show you how easy it is to put on yourself. Cut that excess off, and we are ready to go. All right, let's do this. The easiest way to install tinsel on your own head. So first I'm gonna take my section where I want to put the tinsel. Let's go right about here, just like an inch away from my part, so you can see. Great. All right, now, here we have our tinsel that we attached the bead onto the end of. You can see right there. But we have our bead and our tinsel. So we are going to grab a little piece of our hair, like, let's see, right about there. So see how small that is? And I'm gonna take my looper tool right here. Let's see. Put our bead onto our looper tool again. So now we have it like that, right? Now we're going to take our hair, pull our hair through the looper, and then we've got our bead in the hair now. Pull that all the way up. Let's see. There we go. And then you just clamp it shut. And then we have our tinsel. So easy. I'm very far from a mirror right now, so it's hard to see what I'm doing. But even without a mirror, look how easy I got that in. All right, now we're gonna take our next one. Our tinsel on our bead. We've already tied it on there. Loop that bad boy in. Let's grab another strand. Maybe like right here. Pull it through the looper. Try to get closer for you guys. And then just putting that right onto my hair. Our little bead. Okay. Now I've got my pliers. Find my bead. I'll get nice and close. And we're clamping. And now it's in. So easy to get like a lot of tinsel in at one time. And on yourself, like crazy easy. All right, one side down. All right, so now that we've got our tinsel on this side, I'm gonna show you how to do the hair feathers on this side. Here is my little hair feather collection. What color should we do? I'm thinking neon green. Let's go. Okay, I'm totally switching to front face camera because it was really hard to not be able to see what I was doing, and it's still good still good quality. All right, so let's get our part on this side. I'm gonna put my feathers right about here, and we're gonna go with green first. Let me put this up a little so I can see. So we're gonna take our little piece of hair. You want it to be really nice and thin, because you don't want to grab like too wide of a piece because then it could get pulled out. So put our hair in our looper tool, put that through, pull that bead all the way up. So it's right there, okay? We got it in there. Now you are going to take your feather. So here's our little feather. We are gonna put it into the bead, just like that. So we have that tip hanging out just a little. The bead is lying flat to my head, so I know it's not gonna be pushing out, and I'm just gonna clamp it shut. And it's in. And now I have a little feather. All right. Let's do another one, because you can't have just one. We got to do another one. I'm loving this emo part right now. Okay, so let's do a yellow. Okay, same thing. We're going to grab our little piece. That looks and feels good. Okay. I am gonna pull my looper through just like that. So now I've got my bead on there. I like how I'm just assuming that I'm recording in the right spots because I keep looking away. All right, so we've got our bead. We're gonna pop it up nice and high where we want it. And we are going to stick our feather in that hole, which is really hard to do with bangs in your face looking into a front camera. Okay, I did it. So hold it with your finger just like that. All right, I am gonna switch hands because I am not ambidextrous. Tip of it in there. I want to go up nice and high. I don't want too much of that tip hanging out. And flatten. And two. So cute. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, it's time. We're bringing feathers back. Oh, that looks so good with this color. Are you kidding me? We've got tinsel, we've got feathers. It's the early 2000s all over again. All right, bye. So there you have it, the easiest way to install a ton of tinsel and some cute little hair feathers on yourself. Look at how cute it is. But thank you guys so much for watching another video with me. I will see you next Monday for another tutorial. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.